And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tubetown. This is Greene County Tech football presented to you by Masingale and Jernigan, Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management. I am Blake Gwynn. It's good to see you again, Eagle Nation. We have a great matchup here for you tonight between the undefeated Wynne Yellowjackets, 4-0 overall, 1-0 in conference play, and the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles, 3-1 and 1-0 in conference play. What we have seen this year from Greene County Tech has been tremendous. Eagles fans very excited about what they're seeing. Just to put this into perspective, again, 3-1 overall, 1-0 in the 5A East. This is the best start that they've had since 2009 when they went 3-1 in the first 4 games. They went on to go 9-3 that season, won their first ever playoff game. And coincidentally, the last time they beat Wynne was in that season. They beat them 28-20 back at Eagle Stadium. Eagles searching this season and in good position to do it for their last playoff appearance, which was in 2010. They are coming off a solid victory against Forest City, 34-6 victory for them back at Eagle Stadium for them last week. Taking a look at what we plan to see from this team tonight. First of all, let's talk offensively. Christian Barber at quarterback, 40 of 72 passing so far this season, 539 yards with 7 TDs, only 3 INTs. He is averaging 134.8 yards per. His main target, Shad Vaughn, you'll see him, he's number 7 here tonight. 12 catches, 219 yards, 3 touchdowns, 54.8 yards per. But don't forget about that backfield filled with running back David Williams. He'll be number 5 on your screen tonight. 77 carries this season, 438 yards, 6 TDs, and 109.5 yards per game. I don't just want to talk about the offense with this Eagles team here tonight. Let's talk about defense. So far, the last few games, nothing more than a touchdown. Only 1 touchdown given up against Forest City, 1 touchdown given up against Harrisburg, and a week 0 blank against Westside. So good defense here led by, of course, Nate Foster, one of the captains on that defense. 40 tackles for him this season, 25 solo. Jax Batten as well, 35 total tackles, 20 solo. And leading in that secondary is Captain Matt Wells, 2 INTs for him on the season. Look for him to be big. We're going to be looking for defense tonight against the Eagles as the Wynne Yellowjackets run the triple option. Let's take a look at the Wynne Yellowjackets. Again, 4-0 coming into this game, 1-0 in 5A East play. They are coming off a 7-5 season last year where they made the second round of the playoffs. They are off to their best start this season since 2017. In 2017, they went 12-2 and had a semifinal loss to McClellan. They're coming off a victory against Brooklyn. Man, they have beaten some good teams this year. Brooklyn 42-17. They beat Morrilton 20-19. Absolutely trounced West Memphis on the road 39-6 and beat Marion 35-19 right here in Swarm City. Some of their key players, again, running the option offense are the Yellow Jackets. Last week, they ran out Martirius Ross at quarterback. He's been in different spots in the backfield for them, so you may see that get mixed up a little bit. Of course, Jaden Potter, he'll be number 2 on your screen in that backfield. Cameron Speed has been in the fullback position. But something to focus on tonight for the Yellow Jackets is on that line. Terry Wells, he's a senior, 250 pounds and 6'4". He's quick, he's built, he's good on the line, and he is a University of Arkansas commit. So he will be creating the holes and the gaps that create that option offense and make it successful. We've also got Cameron Holmes and Devin Holmes in the secondary. Watch out for them. Cameron Holmes at linebacker and at strong safety, Devin Holmes. Again, that option attack is difficult. So 2 good teams. We have set the stage here on Tubetown. So happy to be able to bring you this game here. We know Eagle Nation so fired up. Certainly a tough test for them tonight. But we have seen them do great things and beat good teams already this season. Of course, the Yellow Jackets off to their own very good start. We are in the home of the Delta Swarm. Again, the last victory for the Eagles coming in that 2009 season when they were in the playoffs. Greene County Tech off to just a tremendous start. You see the Swarm taking the field there. I believe Greene County Tech will kick off to the Swarm to start the game. So right out of the gate, that Eagle defense, which has been solid, again, no more than a touchdown in their previous 2 games, will have to defend against that option multiple look of the Wynne Yellowjackets here. Reese Middleton will kick off for the Golden Eagles. We'll get a look and see who's back deep to receive. Looks like Carl Washington will be the deep back to receive for the Yellowjackets. Referees dispersing, and it looks like we are ready to go. Again, so thankful to be able to bring you this game tonight. Masingale and Jernigan, Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management coming together to make sure we were able to bring you this game. Of course, big thanks to the Greene County Tech Touchdown Club, always so supportive of their football team, but also being able to bring you this game. We know in the days of COVID, of course, very tough to get out. You may not want to make the trip. Maybe you're at home, hopefully not quarantined, but maybe you're just at home for safety reasons. We're happy to bring you this game here tonight. Make sure you leave us a comment, give us a like on that Tubetown page. And we'll be doing this for you again one more time this season for road games for the Eagles. And we are ready to kick off. Reese Middleton is back, and away we go. Greene County Tech versus Wynne. The opening kickoff is received at about the 15-yard line. We're going to go right back up the middle, and he has finally taken down. Pretty decent stop there by the Eagles special teams, and that is where Wynne will begin their first drive. It was Alan Jones on the kickoff reception there. And we'll get our first look at this Wynne offense again, coming out there looking for Martarius Ross probably to lead this offense out there. Again, running an option attack. And it looks like we'll start this drive at the 31-yard line. Kind of slow moving to start this game a little bit. We've had a lot of conversation. Not exactly sure what we're doing here, but Eagles defense is set in position once again. They have been so solid. You see Matthew Wells lined up there in that safety position. A couple of great linebackers there, Jax Batten, Nate Foster. And we are ready to go for our first offensive possession. Wynne's going to go under center to get things started. Motion in the backfield. Pitch out to the right to Carl Washington, and we have a whistle to get things started here. Looks like it's going to be a false start, illegal procedure on the Yellowjackets. So that's going to march them back 5 yards. And that's going to take us back to the 26-yard line where Wynne will try to pick things up. Another good thing about that for your Greene County Tech Golden Eagles defense, you got to look at what they were coming out with. So your first play right out of the gate is just exposed. Quick option pitch out to the left side. It's with Washington. Washington's got room and a shoestring tackle over to the left over there by Matt Wells. Great tackle. He looked like he had some space. Pretty decent opportunity for him to break that loose, but a great shoestring tackle by Wells, and that is going to keep them short. Looks like it's going to be second down and about 3 for the Yellowjackets as they continue onto this drive, but a good gain, great play action fake. That's what Wynne throws at the Eagles tonight. Is it's very difficult to find the ball. You'll notice the backs kind of knelt down. Quarterback stays real low. Motion right, hands it, keeps it. It is a keeper up to the right side. Going to get him past the first down marker, but then he's met by a host of Eagles there. And he is going to probably pick up that first down with forward progress, and he, in fact, does. So that's a first down for the Yellowjackets. Again, 2 great ball fakes there lead to a couple of significant gains to finally put them over the edge. It's been Jarvis Millan in under center for so far for the Yellowjackets. They're crouched down so well in the backfield, it's even hard to see who's in the backfield numerical-wise for the Yellowjackets. Pretty good immediate swarm by the Eagles to get that stopped. Little to no gain on that play, maybe a yard. It's going to bring up second down and 9, maybe 8. Looks like 8. Second down and 8 there for the Yellowjackets. So you got Millen coming in under center so far for the Yellowjackets. You've also had Carl Washington going in motion, kind of a slot back position that he's been in. And it also, again, looks like they've got Cameron Speed there as kind of a fullback position. Lots of faked handoffs in there. It's a very difficult offense. That one goes to Speed, just a few yards there. But, again, the Eagles' defense swarming quickly so far and able to stop that thing looks like we're going to be about 3rd and 5. So many different options in the backfield for the Yellow Jackets. And I believe on our roster we're showing Martarius Ross as number 6. I think that's Martarius Ross wearing number 4 out there, just given the size difference we have. Going to go up the middle again, and the Eagles' defensive line just collapses, going absolutely nowhere. That is going to be a no-gainer for the Yellow Jackets, and we're going to go 4th down and 5, and here comes the punt team for the Delta Swarm. We'll see the Eagles' first chance at this punt team here. Looks like it's going to be Wells deep to receive. Wells or Vaughn. It may be Vaughn. That is Shad Vaughn back deep to receive for the Eagles. Fourth and 5 punt coming your way. Eagles with good coverage, low spinning kick. Vaughn's just going to let it go, and it'll go out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So that is where the Eagles will start their drive. But a good defensive series for the Golden Eagles as they stop that tough, tricky Wynne offense. Throws a lot at them, and they're able to come with a stop. That's what we've talked about. The Eagles, it's easy to get caught up with David Williams, Shad Vaughn, Christian Barber, the talent that they've got on that offense. But ultimately, defensively has been a place to where the offense scores and the defense holds them, and they've been in a good place so far. So it's going to be the gun for the Eagles to start their drive. They are starting it at the 10-yard line. Nothing score. If you're just joining us, handoff goes to David Williams right up the gut. Short gain of about 2 yards there. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Golden Eagles. They go to Williams and call his number right out of the gate. Again, nothing score if you're just joining us. 8:11 left to play here in this first quarter. So far, a lot of ground game. It was all running for the Yellow Jackets. Again, they run kind of an option motion style of offense. Barber in the gun again, Williams in the backfield. It is going to be a pitch forward to Williams. He goes around to the right side, got some room, pass first down marker, got a couple minute beat. He is tackled from behind just past the 30-yard line, and David Williams does what he does when his linemen give him some room to run, and he picks up the first down plus for the Golden Eagles, and they are now out of their own red zone and moving forward. Looks like they're going to spot this ball on the 28-yard line. It's going to be a first down situation for the Golden Eagles. We're going to have a timeout on the official here. And looks like the official sending Demetrius Maxwell to the sideline on that. Not exactly sure. Did his helmet come off? Something like that. But he was sent to the sideline by the official, and it looks like we're good to go again. Again, this spread type offense for the Eagles. We're going to have trips to the left. Those trips will include Shad Vaughn. Williams again up the gut, gets a decent hole, but he is swarmed quickly by the swarm. Looks like leading that was Sherrod Sparkman for the Yellow Jackets, and that is going to be a short gain. It'll be 2nd down and about 6, maybe 6 yards there for the Golden Eagles. So far, so good. Looking on that line again, tough line that the Eagles are facing so far, but their offensive line has been solid as well this season, opening plenty of holes for David Williams. You will see them lean heavily on Williams, but do not forget about the pass play if you're on defense against these Eagles. Williams again, and he is up the middle fighting for yards past the 35-yard line. He's probably going to be down either right at the 35-yard line, going to be down right at it, so we're going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Golden Eagles. Lots of ways they could go here. Play action, give it right back to Williams, and it's been all Williams so far on this drive. Everything has been centered around him, and again, the Eagles will do that. He is one of the best backs in the 5A East. They lean heavily on him. Again, Williams, of course, great season so far. 438 yards on the ground, 6 TDs, 109.5 yards per game so far this season for David Williams. Not going to call him that time. Zone read. Barber keeps it. Got the first down plus. Great read there by Christian Barber as he hangs on to it. All the defensive attention focused on Williams, and he just goes out to that right side and picks that up. Again, that is the dynamics that you have with this Eagles offense that they have not had the past few years. You get the ability to pass the football with multiple options at receiver, and then you also have David Williams there in the backfield. Our head official tonight seems to be doing quite a bit of instructing out there on the field, I think would be to say it. He sent Demetrius Maxwell to the sideline earlier for some reason. Barber and Williams, as always, in the gun. And we have a flag coming from the back, from the secondary of the Yellowjackets. See what we got here on this one. It looks like it's on the Eagles. Delay of game on the Eagles. I can't see the play clock from where we're at here, but that is going to be a delay of game, so that will back the Eagles up 5 yards on their first penalty of the night. So they're backed up 37-yard line for the Eagles. Now, first down and 15. So far, all Williams, 1 carry by Barber so far, which picked up that first down. Now we've got a first down and long. Yet to see a passing play, which we know is coming. Vaughn goes in motion to the right, and we may have another penalty here. That is a false start on the Golden Eagles. We're going to go to first down and 10. Eagles have a ton of momentum going on this drive, but they are now backing up squarely in reverse without even running a play. Kind of had the Wynne defense scrambling. Back-to-back penalties now, first down and super long. You're wondering where they were going. Vaughn was in motion across the right. Whether that was going to be a sweep play or not, we're not sure. But, again, we're going to go right back to it. Again, trips out to the left this time. Barber and Williams in the backfield. First down and 20. Pitch to Williams. Misses 1, misses 2. And a big gain gets them back into human territory. And just like that, it's going to be second down and 8 Eagles. Check out this replay. There was 1. There was 2. He's so fast and explosive. That is just what Williams will do to you, and there's just not a lot of ways to defend a guy that is that fast, even when you're already in the backfield. I mean, for all intents and purposes, good coverage by the Yellowjackets, but at the end of the day, Williams just fast. So now we're second down and human again. It's second and 9. See what different ways the Eagles will hit you here. Dynamic offense pass play. Up the middle to Vaughn. It was overthrown and almost intercepted. Demetrius Maxwell pounds the ground in anger, and he got a great opportunity there. Barber gets away with one. There was some room, would have taken a great pass intended for Shad Vaughn, but it is incomplete, and that'll bring up third down and 9 for the Golden Eagles. Little adrenaline on that one for Barber. Zipped it over just a little too far, but you get away with it and live for another play. Third down and 9 coming your way. Going to be another passing play. Plenty of time for Barber. Now he's rushed, scrambles out to the right side, finds his man and hits it for the first down. Barber finds Harris Storm under pressure, and what poise by that young man to scramble out. He had a lot of time to throw. The line finally collapsed, and Barber hits his man, picks up the first down, but we may have some laundry on the field. And this one looks like it's going against the Eagles. Ineligible receiver downfield on the Golden Eagles. So as exciting and nice as that was, great play there for Christian Barber, but that is going to march the Golden Eagles back. Be a 5-yard penalty there, so we're a third and 14 here for the Golden Eagles. Third and long, back-to-back passing plays, one of which was incomplete, one of which was completed but negated by the penalty. We'll see which way that they decide to go here offensively. Barber passing again. Forced out of the pocket those into coverage, and it is going to be incomplete. Well defended there again. So far, a great game by Maxwell in the secondary for the Yellow Jackets, and that is going to bring out the Eagles punt team. Penalties absolutely killing that drive for the Golden Eagles, and now it'll be the punt team coming on for Greene County Tech. Again, they had a great drive going, great series, a lot of promise there, but 3 penalties on that drive just completely kill it, and now it's punting time for the Golden Eagles. Back deep to receive is Jaden Potter for the Yellow Jackets. A lot of speed there. The punt by Wells, low kick, end over end, bounces just past the 40. So decent field position as it is picked up by Austin Huber, excuse me. One of my rosters is first and last, and the other is last, then first. So it's going to be a fun evening to try to separate that out. So if I do that, my apologies. We're going to go first down and 10. Looks like their drive is going to start right at the 40-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. Nothing going on the first drive for the Jackets as the Swarm had several good little ball fakes, but Eagles defense, that line just collapsing. Of course, that offensive line for the Jackets, led by Terry Wells, that Arkansas commit, 6'3", 250. Pitch out to the right side. It's Jaden Potter. Goes in between 2 guys, but a great shoestring tackle there. Great shoestring tackle by Payne Greer. He's a sophomore for the Golden Eagles in that defense. And that'll bring up second down and relatively short. Looks like second down and 4 for the Swarm. Couple of coaching changes for Wynne, but still, they just remain a perennial powerhouse. What a football town this is. Always a good crowd when you come out here. And we got a flag. Going to go against Wynne. Going to be a false start against the Yellow Jackets. Actually, she was actually sure what that was. It was not a false start, but it is a penalty against the Jackets. Going to back them out 5 yards, so it's going to be second down and 8 for Wynne. 4 penalties for the Eagles on their drive. 2 so far tonight for the Yellow Jackets. Been a lot of penalties for both of these teams. In fact, that's really been the story of the game so far. Handoff is bobbled. It's on the ground. I believe the Jackets did fall on it. Martarius Ross did fall on it. We do have some yellow out on the field. It's in the Eagles' defensive area. Personal foul on Wynne. That's a 15-yarder following a botched snap. And so far, the Yellow Jackets just out of sorts, really, on offense. They've got nothing going. The Eagles' defense, well defended, obviously. But now, the second penalty on this drive, plus, again, that bobbled snap, which you do not see that out of the Yellow Jackets very often. They're very well put together. They run this offense very well. Head coach Van Pascal does a tremendous job coaching these guys. Of course, a great coaching staff for them. Josh Pagan, Clark McBride, Johnny Lemke. Great staff for those guys, but struggling. So it is third down and 25. Jackets do not pass the ball much. But if there was ever a time to do so, this might be a decent opportunity. Ross does have an arm. He can pass the football, but they are going to go with the run. Run is to Washington. He goes out left side, has some room, but the Eagles defense moves over quickly to make that tackle. Yards are gained roughly about 5, and that is going to bring out the punt team as it's 4th and super long for the Yellow Jackets, and the Eagles are going to get it back on offense. The plays that were run that were not penalty negated were well defended by the Golden Eagles, and once again, another drive snuffed out, a similar penalty-laden drive for the Yellow Jackets as the Eagles had previously. Punt is away. Vaughn is back deep to receive. It's going to bounce. Vaughn is just going to let them down it at the 30-yard line. Good place to start a drive if you're the Golden Eagles. 3:03 left in this game. It is 0-0. If you were just joining us, we're so glad to have you on Tubetown for Greene County Tech versus Wynne. And so far, the game is close. It has not exactly been what I would identify as a great game. It's been penalty-laden, and these two teams normally playing so clean, but not tonight. So the Eagles start their drive from the 30. Barber and Williams, in the backfield. Trips to the left. And it's going to be Williams short-sided, and he fumbles it. It is on the ground, and it got fumbled out of bounds, I do believe. Williams gets away with one right there. He was running short-sided, not much room to run, and a great strip right there by the Yellowjackets defense. And they do get away with one. Sigh of relief. Second down and going to be about 14 yards for the Golden Eagles. Both offenses mistake-laden so far. Good defensively for both sides. But again, helped out by those penalties. So here we go again. Back to Williams, right up the gut into a swarm of the swarm, and it's going to bring up third down and long for the Golden Eagles. 2:43 left to play in this first quarter. Still looking really for the first signs of life. Eagles picked up a couple of first downs, but 3 and outs for the Yellowjackets so far, most of which have been penalty-ridden. Eagles third and long situation here. Good passing down for them. Little pressure is coming. Barber with time, though, flushed out of the pocket. He rolls. He's looking for a target. Vaughn is open if he hits him, and he just overthrew him just a little bit. Vaughn did create space. Again, good poise for Barber to roll out of that pocket and get rid of it, but it is going to bring on that punt team. It will be fourth down for the Golden Eagles, and we may have another penalty here. Holding on the Eagles. It's going to back them 10 yards. That is a fourth down. It'll be declined by the Yellowjackets for obvious reasons, and we are going to have a punt by the Golden Eagles. So a 3 and out for the Golden Eagles as they got behind the 8 ball quickly after the fumble by Williams. And the Yellowjackets will see what they can do on their next drive. Not a lot going offensively. 2:15 left. And we are still awaiting our first score. The Yellowjackets still awaiting their first down. Punt from Wells is away. Scooped on one bounce by Potter aggressively, but the Eagles jump on him quickly. Those sometimes where he looks like he's going to give himself up and he picks that up can be dangerous, but the Eagles snuff it out. But great field position to start for the Yellowjackets as they will begin their next drive on the 45-yard line. We'll see if they can get anything going here. Certainly looking to clean things up. Frustrating start for both offenses. Ross under center, motion right. Keeper and a pitch to Washington. Room hit by Wells and taken down, and Wells picks up a good tackle there again. But that's going to take the Yellowjackets very close to that first down marker. Second down and 2 now for the Yellowjackets. Still no score here in Wynne, Arkansas. 1:40 left to play. Clock running here in this first quarter. Quick first quarter minus the penalties. Motion to the right side. Ross hands it off to his fullback right up the center. That's Speed. And Speed picks up the first down plus some. Powerful run up the middle as he was just dragging folks along with him. That's their fullback. And that'll be 1st and 10 now for the Yellowjackets from the 41-yard line, and they have their first down of the game. See what they throw at you next. A lot of motion in that backfield. This time it's to the left-hand side. Back to Speed, the fullback. Good dead-end stop right there. But, again, big-time yardage gain. That's what Wynne looks to do to you. 2nd down and 8. Yellow Jackets finally marching. That's what they're looking for. Van Pascal finally getting some movement out of his offense, and it's executed well. And that offense is all about execution and ball fakes, and when executed right, you're going to pick up 5 to 10 yards on those plays. Back to speed again. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress on that one, and that's going to be really close to that first down. Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress on that to pick up the next first down for him. So, again, now with just like that, here come the Yellow Jackets marching straight down the field. Ideally, if you were the Eagles offense, you would have liked to have thrown a score and gotten a lead while Wynne's offense was sputtering, but now they seem to be back alive once again. Ideally getting big yards on that first down play, bringing up a lot of different options on second and short. Motion left from Washington. It's going to be a pass play from Ross. Over the top, caught. He's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown Wynne. Pass from Martarius Ross to Devin Holmes, and that puts 6 on the board for the Yellow Jackets. All of that motion, little to no passing, but Ross drops back and dials the number of Holmes, and it's going to make it 6-0, and here comes the extra point. And that is what Wynne will do to you offensively. All that motion, you get caught up trying to find the ball. Where's the handoff going? Left, right, sideways, frontways, slantways. And then a pass play ends up being the dagger on that drive. Extra point is through. It's 7-0. Wynne Yellow Jackets with 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're going to keep it right here for this. We'll talk you through it. Big time score there for the Yellow Jackets. Breaks the maiden on this one. Now Greene County Tech's offense will have a chance to respond. But a great pass play there from Ross to Holmes. Thing about those pass plays like that, again, the Eagles defense just simply was not in the coverage for it. You have to pay so much attention to where the football is at that a quick 3-step drop from Ross drops a dime to Holmes, and he's in the end zone. Very, very hard to defend, as 4 different opponents have figured out already this year. But at 7-0, Eagles have a powerful offense as well. They can throw a lot at you, and they're going to be coming back your way again with a 7-0 deficit to start this next drive. $14 seconds, so depending on how long this takes here, probably won't take us to the quarter. We'll probably have one play out of the kickoff. Williams is back deep, but this going to go to Billy Aldridge. Had a little room to run there, and he gets some good field position to start off. Down to the 39-yard line is Aldridge, and the Eagles offense will start their drive from right there. Good field position, good pickup there, nice kick, but the coverage just not there. So it will be first down for the Golden Eagles from the 33-yard line. Barber and Williams in the backfield. A couple of receivers on either side for the Eagles. Barber keeps it and is hit quickly. Gain of about 1 yard. And that will end our first quarter. Yellow Jackets are up 7-0. And we'll take this into the quarter.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
And welcome back here to Wynne Yellowjacket Stadium here, home of the Delta Swarm, as the Yellow Jackets have taken a 7-0 lead on your Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. It was a pass, a drive that started at the 45-yard line of the Yellow Jackets, but ended with a pass from Ross to Holmes that made it 7-0. for the Yellow Jackets, but the Eagles are off to a good start in this drive. Decent field position for them to get started after a return from Billy Aldridge. Big thanks to our sponsors making this game possible, Masingale and Jernigan, Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, making this game possible for you. Big thanks to the Greene County Tech Touchdown Club, and as always, all the administration at Greene County Tech for all the wonderful work that they do. Big thanks to Wynne for allowing us here tonight to do this game. Barber in the backfield with Williams. A couple of receivers on each side. It's a passing play. Barber delivers. Pass is hit to Storm Harris. And that is a nice gain, and will pick up the first down for the Golden Eagles. Very nice three-step drop and a nice delivery there to Harris. Nice throw and catch, just very, very well executed. Nothing too complicated, but they do gain the yards they need. First down and 10 from the 44 for the Golden Eagles. Be nice to get a retaliatory touchdown. Retaliatory. Barber nowhere to go, keeps it, stays behind the line, and he hits Harris again. Harris down to the 40-yard line. Going to give it to him at the 39. And what a heads-up play. Take a look at your instant replay. Harris stays with it. Barber stays with it. That is a great connection for those two young men. That is just working together. That is practice. Very, very well executed. Great look at our instant replay there. Another first down for the Golden Eagles as they're driving on the 39. Here in the second quarter, down 7-0. It is fumbled. Barber has to fall back on it, and it looked like Williams was hit late there. Play was well over, and Williams just went cartwheeling. I didn't see the contact, but I saw him flying through the air. There will be no flag, and the Eagles faithful do not like it. They saw what I saw, Williams go flying. Not sure what happened there, if it was just a block and the carried over after the whistle or not, but needless to say, it's going to be second down and 14 for the Golden Eagles. That snap was bobbled on the exchange. Barber's going to throw, flushed out of the pocket again. He's just got to get rid of it. That was dangerously close to Devin Holmes over there, but it gets down just before it gets to him despite the diving effort, and we're at a third and long situation once again. Those mistakes like that, we saw a fumble on the previous drive for the Golden Eagles and another fumble here, which has put them behind the 8 ball. Those mistakes are what will cost you a ball game against the Yellow Jackets. You just got to play so clean against them. Eagles still with a chance here. Third down and long, good passing down for them. Williams at receiver this time. Barber's going to throw again, flushed out. He's going to be sacked. Sacked at the 50. Brought down by Rashad Connolly. He gets into the backfield, and there was pressure constantly on Barber on that drive, and that drive goes nowhere. Fourth down and super long. Matt Wells is going to have to come on and punt. It'll be Jaden Potter back to receive for the Yellow Jackets. The Eagles offense gets off to a decent start and sputters once again. Low end-over-end kick. And she's going to roll down right about the 15-yard line where the Eagles will down it. That punt does the job. Good punt by Matt Wells, and here come the Yellow Jackets trying to go up by 2 scores. Another fumble cost the Golden Eagles there. They don't lose the football on it, but a massive loss of yards put them behind the 8 ball, and they once again have to punt down 7-0. First play from the line for the Yellow Jackets is snuffed out quickly by the Eagles defense. Second down and 6 now for the Yellow Jackets. Kind of chipping away. We cover a lot of West Side games here on Tubetown, and they run a lot of motion in their backfield, a lot of rushing. And they're just kind of like a rock rolling downhill. Once they get rolling, it's really hard to stop them, and they just kind of keep hitting you in the mouth. And Wynne did that on that previous drive. And forget about the pass play. And that is a keeper by Martarius Ross, and the Eagles defense is all over it. They're going to give him credit for 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for Wynne, but a 3rd down situation for the Eagles defense, and man, would they love a stop right now. Third down and 6. Keeper pitch to the right to Potter. Potter goes out right side. Eagles defense is all over him. Great coverage out to the left side. Well-timed pitch by Ross to Potter, but the Eagles are all over it, and that is going to bring out a 4th down, and here comes the punt team once again for the Yellow Jackets. So a great stand by the Eagles defense there as they're able to stop what looked like a good open by the Yellow Jackets. So Eagles should get the ball back here, down 7-0 with 8:20 left to play in this half. Shad Vaughn is back deep to receive. Kick is low but good. It's going to take a friendly bounce to the Eagles and go out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Eagles will have it in Yellow Jacket territory to get things started, so good field position for them to work from. So look for the Eagles on this drive to clean things up and stay moving forward. They've gotten some great plays off, moved the ball forward, but then promptly went backwards after a succession of first downs on the last 2 drives. So look for them to stay moving in the proper direction as they pick up from the Yellow Jacket 49. Here we go. First play of this drive for the Eagles. Barber ready, gonna pass, pressure quickly, checks down, but it's intercepted. It is thrown right into the hands of Colby Meadows. It looked like the pass may have been tipped, but there may have been a fumble on the end of that play. And it's possible the Eagles got that back. Boy, that would be a big break. That looked like a disaster. That pass looked like it was tipped and ended up straight in the hands of Colby Meadows on the offensive line, and he took off the other way, but it appeared that it could have been fumbled. Now the Yellow Jackets, you can kind of see them at the top right of your screen there. They really want this. The Eagles are just kind of standing around going, boy, we're going to be in another long situation here, but we would really just like to have this football. Deliberation here by the officiating crew, and this is kind of one of those toughies. The ground caused the fumble or not. Either way, not the way you wanted to start that drive if you're Greene County Tech. Both offenses just sputtering a little. Of course, Wynne with the touchdown. 20-yard connection from Ross to Holmes. Yellow Jackets defense out there and ready. May have been a few of their offensive guys that even wandered out there with some wishful thinking. We'll see what the call is. It looks like the officials are about ready to tell us. Boy, if you're the Eagles, you want this football right here. It'd be 2nd down and super long. Look, it could be 2nd down, and I have a media degree, Brandon. I'm going to tell you, when they get that long, the math can be difficult for a guy like me. So the Eagles, apologize for my quiet. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the Eagles, there was a holding on the play by the Yellow Jackets, but there was a fumble. The Eagles did recover it, and so the holding is going to be declined. Therefore, the Eagles will still have the football. It is 2nd down and super long for the Eagles. So once again, we have seen some of the longest first down yardage we have seen yet. So no, that holding penalty will stand. Excuse me for the error on that. The holding penalty will stand. So as long as that was, they pick up 10 yards from the spot of the foul on the return of the interception. So it's going to end up only being 1st down and 10 for the Golden Eagles because they picked that up. Wow, that was it. There's no wonder it took the officials that long to figure that out because there was a lot going on. Needless to say, it's 1st down and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Williams out to the left side, just couldn't quite find a seam, and he is tackled not far from where he started, picked up 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 for the Golden Eagles. Eagles down 7-0, 7:39 left to play here in this half. Clock is running after that run play. Barber in the backfield. Vaughn is out left. Harris is right. Couple of options here. Keeper for Barber. Barber does find a gap, bust up the middle. He is close to that 1st down yardage, and he is going to pick it up. Golden Eagles marching down the field now. So after what looked like a disastrous start to that drive, the Golden Eagles have moved forward, and the Green and Gold have it 1st down and 10 from the 41.5-yard line here. Good. Again, stay moving in the right direction if you're Greene County Tech. Barber and Williams again in the backfield. Harris out to the right. Vaughn's on the left in the slot. And it goes to Williams. Williams busted up the middle. Good gain for him. That's all you need on that play. It's all you're looking for. Now the Eagles are the rock rolling downhill here. 2nd down and 4 for Greene County Tech. Wynne looking for some way to stop them. They're throwing a lot of different shades of smoke here. Couple of receivers on each side. Barber and Williams in the backfield once again. I may have a false start on Greene County Tech there. Mason Vincent looked like he jumped a little early. Eagles trying to go a little bit hurry up. That's going to back them up 5 yards. So it will be 2nd down and 9 for Greene County Tech. Another penalty. Eagles still looking for a penaltyless drive. Penaltyless drives will make for penny-full drives, but not so far. They've been penniless. Barber dropping back, hits Williams left side on a check down, and that's going to be stopped for a loss. 3rd down and 11 coming up for the Golden Eagles, and again, stay moving in the right direction. So far, they go one way, and they'll take 2 or 3 steps back, and the spot on that's even worse than I originally thought. That's going to be about 3.5 yards past the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Eagles here. Couple of receivers on each side. Top receivers, Harris and Vaughn on opposite sides of one another. Barber's going to pass. Steps up in the pocket and delivers. Good pass. Defense collapse. I believe it was caught. It was caught over there on that left side by Rex Jernigan. And he made a great catch over there on that sideline. He was going out of bounds, kept both feet, and it's 4th down and 7 for Greene County Tech, but it looks like they're going for it. Rex with a great pass over there with a great catch on the left-hand side, well delivered as well by Barber. 4th down, Eagles are going for it. All the marbles here on this drive. Barber's going to pass again, 5-step drop. Big pass over the middle. Vaughn's got room. And he was tripped up there. Don't know that he would have had a chance to catch it. Again, he had some room, but overthrown there just a little bit. Those are tough passes. So it's a turnover on downs for Greene County Tech. It'll bring up a 1st down for the Yellowjackets. Jackets leading 7-0, 4:52 left to play here in this half of football. Eagles defense playing well so far, just the 1 touchdown allowed. And they will take over at the 38-yard line, their own 38. Ross, as always, under center. Motion to the left from Washington. It's given to the fullback, Speed. Speed gets across the 45, and here comes a flag late. Flag comes out from the back judge there. If that's on the Eagles, it's going to give them a first down for the Yellow Jackets. We do have a player down on the field. Looks like his buddy is stretching him out there. Maybe a cramp. Still awaiting the call on that penalty. That penalty came in really late, almost at the end of the play from the backfield. Personal foul, and there's a face mask on the Eagles. That'll bump everybody up 15 yards and a first down for the Yellow Jackets. This Yellow Jackets team does not need any help. A lot of penalties tonight for Greene County Tech. First one defensively, though, for the Eagles, so cannot cast that entire blame on them, but it's first down and 10 as the Yellow Jackets move into Eagle territory. From the 40, it's going to be a passing play. Ross dialing deep. He is open. If he hits him, he's got it, and it is going to be incomplete. Well defended by the Golden Eagles. Matt Wells on the coverage there, and that play had the makings of a long, long throw, but Ross dials the number, but well defended by the Eagles. You just got to give credit, if you're Ross, to the defensive coverage there. Almost a little separation, maybe a little bit underthrown. But let's give credit to Matt Wells there for breaking that up. He is the leader of interceptions so far, and certainly one of the captains on that defensive side of the ball. A senior for Greene County Tech with a great play. Saved a touchdown, actually. Fullback Speed gets it, and that is his last name. That is Cameron Speed. So if you're getting confused on the broadcast tonight, his name is Cameron Speed. He is fast. He does have speed, but his name is Cameron Speed. So typically we would say fullback power. Tonight it's fullback speed. Wynne marching down the field, 7-0. They're looking to go up by 2 scores. 4 minutes left to play in this half of football. A lot of penalties, not a lot of offense so far. These two defenses showing out a little bit. Motion right. Ends up in the hands of Washington. Bouncing left, and the Eagles defense is all over it. And there may be a fumble on this play. Eagles are excited. They're acting like they have it. The Yellow Jackets offense is running off the field, and the Golden Eagles have it. A great defensive coverage leads to a turnover. So the Eagles will get the football back one more time before this half is complete. 3:44 left to play in this half of football, and Greene County Tech picks it back up on a fumble. Give that man a turnover belt or gold chain, whatever we do. Whatever it is that we do, give it to him. He just picked it up. Eagles force the fumble, and they will pick it back up. This drive, which could likely be the last of the half, will start at the 37-yard line. Williams in, kind of a wildcat formation. He gets it, but Wynne is all over it. Vaughn went in motion to the left-hand side, but they were all over Williams. The snap was high, which kind of hung Williams out to dry, and so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for Greene County Tech. Are we going to stay in the wildcat? Barber is back on the field now. No, Williams is in. Williams is still in quarterback of the Wildcat. Motion with Vaughn, spins around, and he's going to end up handing the football to T.J. Duncan. And that play is still snuffed out relatively quickly there. So kind of a Wildcat look, something we haven't seen yet in this game for Greene County Tech, as Williams hands it off to Duncan, but the play is snuffed out by Wynne, and it's 3rd down and 10 as there's a loss of 1 on that play for the Golden Eagles. They're down 7-0, 2:45 left to play in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, we're back to where we started, the original line of scrimmage. Barber is back in. Williams is back in his traditional position. A couple of receivers on each side for the Golden Eagles. Barber looking to throw, sidearms it, intercepted by Holmes. Devin Holmes with the interception. He's going to bring it back a couple of yards, almost back to the Eagles' original line of scrimmage. A flag does come out late, but the Yellow Jackets look to have this football. Devin Holmes with the interception, and the Eagles give it back with good field position Be a holding on the defense on the return of that. It will back it up from the return, but nonetheless, the Yellow Jackets will have the football. All depends on when that holding was called. And the football may remain with Greene County Tech. We're going to see here, but it looked like the flag came out after the interception. If that is a holding on the return, that does not negate the interception. But the Eagles' offense is still on the field. And Coach Pascal wants an explanation. So I guess if the holding was called ahead of the interception, the timing of that is critical. But it looks like the Eagles' offense is remaining on the field. And, man, if they could get away with another one here, especially this late in the half, the Eagles do have the football coming back from the half. There's 2:17 left to play, so they could go for a 2-for-1 here. Let's see what the official tells us as he walks towards midfield, hopefully to deliver an explanation on the timing of that penalty and who's going to have the football here, because it certainly looked like to me the flag came out after the interception. So the holding was before the interception. So that gives the Eagles a gigantic break there, because if that holding is after the pick, it is Wynne football. But instead, Greene County Tech hangs on to it, and they're going to pick it up, and also a first down along with it. So it's 1st down and 10, Greene County Tech, as that is once again another break that they get on a turnover. What a turn of events. They get a new life here. Could go for the 2-for-1 here. Again, getting the ball. Barber's pressured big time. And what you saw on that interception is Barber, the last few passing plays, has just been back on his toes running from the defense. The line has caved, and he just has no time to throw the football. Incomplete pass at 2nd down and 10. Eagles trying to tie it up before the half. It's 2:04 left to play in the quarter. That is the second quarter as we approach halftime. Barber and Wells again. Goes to Williams left side, looking for room. Nothing. Right about that original line of scrimmage, we're going to go to 3rd down as Wynne's defense has stepped up big time. The interception negated by the holding. A fumble earlier, or an interception that was fumbled by on the return. So none of that defensive effort paid off so far for the Jackets, but they are still blanking the Eagles. So again, 7-0 Eagles with 3rd down and 10. Duncan in the backfield for the Eagles. Williams goes out right. It's going to be Williams and Harris on the right-hand side. That's the way that Barber's looking, and he's going to be sacked. Looked like Trevin Holmes got in there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Barber had a ton of time to throw early in this game, and right now, Yellow Jackets defensive line just collapsing on Barber. No time to throw the football. 4th down and super long, and we're going to have a timeout on somebody's end. 1:19 left to play in this game, and it is 4th down and super long for the Golden Eagles. I want to thank our sponsors tonight. The whole reason why we're here, Masingale and Jernigan, Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management Group, making it possible for us to be here. Of course, the Greene County Tech Touchdown Club and all the administration for all of their support. Bringing you Eagle football here on Tubetown. Couple of games going on Tubetown tonight. My cohort, Andy Maness, he's over in Blytheville tonight with the West Side Warriors. Okay, we're on the Ritter YouTube here, so the Tubetown YouTube is where Andy Maness is at over there on our other broadcast tonight, which is West Side at Blytheville. Eagles punting it away. Matt Wells punting for the Eagles. Back deep to receive is Jaden Potter for the Yellow Jackets. They will get a shot at this before the half. Good low kick. That is going to be a tremendous punt by Matt Wells. There's a flag down And that's probably going to go against Wynne, which would make this a half the distance situation. So with a minute left to play, the Yellow Jackets are going to be pinned back. That may give the Eagles a first down, depending on what that is. Oh, that's a bad mistake if you're the Yellow Jackets there. You do not want that. Again, 1 minute left to play in this half. The Eagles scratching and clawing, trying to get back into this thing and just keep backing up. A lot of penalties in this game. We have seen those two guys talk a lot tonight as well. Maybe we get it mic'd up. We get them mic'd up out there, see what they're talking about. Still figuring out here. Got some laundry on the field. It was 4th down. The Eagles punted. Holding on Wynne. So that will give the football. Wynne should have the football there after that. So that's not that first down situation we were talking about, but it is going to pin the Yellow Jackets way, way back in their own territory. 1:03 left to play. Eagles down, and that's just what you wanted. If you had to punt it away right there, you'd love to go for the 2-for-1. Again, the Eagles have the football after the half. However, they're just going to have to settle for good defensive field position as the Yellow Jackets have it. It is all the way down. Let's see where they've got it spotted at. It'll be about the 3-yard line. Yeah, about the 3-yard line is where this drive is going to start for the Yellow Jackets. Think about what's happened to the Yellow Jackets on defense. Overall, good defensively, just negated by penalties. 2 interceptions. Both have been overturned by penalties. Ross keeps it, busts up the middle, and he's met by a flock of Eagles. That's going to pick up about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. About 51 seconds. Official orders 55 seconds left put back on the clock. We're going to have a timeout here. Timeout's going to be taken by the Golden Eagles with 55 seconds left. You know, we're going to go ahead and take you a quick break. We'll talk about this more when we come back. You are watching Eagle Football here on Ritter Communications and Tupetown. "55 seconds left in this half, and if you're the Golden Eagles, you have got to be thinking, if we could stop them here, force them into a punt from deep in their territory, we have the football coming back after the half. There is the distinct possibility we could still get our 2-for-1 despite punting away." So they called a timeout with 55 seconds left. They are down 7-0. The ball is spotted on about, let's see here, we're about on the 7-yard line now. A lot of motion. Cameron Speed gets the ball at the fullback position. He pushes forward. Flock of Eagles stops him, and he's going to be spotted just short of that first down marker. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Clock will continue to tick. It's about 47 seconds left now. 3rd down and extremely short. Eagles take yet another timeout to pause that clock. 47 seconds left. Again, they are down 7-0. And if you want a summary of this game so far, the summary of the game has been a touchdown by Wynne. That was a pass from Martarius Ross to Devin Holmes. There's been a couple of interceptions, one of which was on the offensive line by Colby Meadows. The other one was by Devin Holmes, both of which were negated by penalties defensively for the Yellow Jackets. The Eagles have struggled to stay ahead of the line of scrimmage. A lot of penalties, but you could say the same thing on the Yellow Jacket side of the ball. As good as these two teams have been here tonight, overall, both coaches will have to make a lot of adjustments at halftime. This has just not been a clean football game so far. Here come the Yellow Jackets again, trying the quarterback keeper with Ross up the middle. And there's going to be a flag come in late. And they sent Caleb Freeman to the sidelines just now. Not exactly sure what just happened. Wait on the announcement. We do have audio announcements, and we're going to have an unsportsmanlike on head coach Nathan Morgan. He was unhappy. I am unsure if Caleb Freeman was ejected. He motioned for him to exit, and I believe Caleb Freeman has been ejected from this game. Head coach Nathan Morgan has been flagged for an unsportsmanlike, and how many yards will this be? So Caleb Freeman has been ejected, and then there's also an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on head coach Nathan Morgan, arguing the case for his player. And, boy, that's an unfortunate turn of events there for Greene County Tech. Brandon, did you hear the call on what he was ejected for? I didn't hear exactly what the ejection was. It came in during the play. So while the offense, so I'm getting some information here that looked like he might have kind of thrown a swat or a punch there during. At least this is the officiating call here, but the flag did come in while there was kind of a scrum in the middle on the keeper by the Yellow Jackets, and the flag came in and immediate action was taken. Then, of course, and understandably so, head coach Nathan Morgan arguing the case for his guy. Eagles have taken yet another timeout. But this is huge yardage gains. We were at the 7-yard line, and we are now going to be at the 45-yard line. So that is just a gigantic yardage gain, all on penalties. So 30 yards worth of gain on penalties alone. They're going to give that yardage also gained on that play, which is a couple of yards. So, yeah, we got 30 yards of penalties, 2 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, one that led to the ejection of Caleb Freeman, and the other on the unsportsmanlike on head coach Nathan Morgan defending the case. So now you're at first down and 10. Eagles down 7-0 with 40 seconds left to play in this half. And now if you're the Eagles, you're perfectly fine going down into this 7-0. They were calling timeouts, trying to maybe see if they could force a punt deep into the Wynne Yellowjacket territory, but now that's not your focus anymore. Your focus is going into halftime down 1 score. And you can't imagine Van Pascal or Nathan Morgan are pleased at all with either really any performance. Defensively, you can make some merits there, I believe, certainly on the Wynne Yellowjacket defense and the Eagles' defensive side, both of which have been aided by penalties, but offensively things have just been a struggle all night for both of these teams. Motion right. It's going to be a pass play for Ross. Ross drops back, and he's going to be sacked. Big-time sack right there. Big-time sack. I don't have number 3 on my roster there for Greene County Tech. We'll try to listen to the PA announcer. That was a big-time sack there. And that backs them up and keeps the clock running. And we also have a holding on the Yellow Jacket offense as well. So just like that, we are headed back to the other territory. And, folks, offensively for both of these teams, this has been a struggle. I mean, there has been penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty tonight in this game. 28 seconds left to play in this quarter, and quite frankly, these offenses just need to get to the locker room. I mean, they need to get into the locker room and regroup. This has been tough on both of them. Defensively, these guys giving it a good effort. Right up the middle, Cameron Speed gets it. First down and 30. He gains a few yards there. Clock's going to continue to run, 15 seconds, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. Let's get to halftime. And there we go. The Yellow Jackets are just going to run off the field. It is going to be 7-0 at the break as a penalty-laden first half. Both offenses sputtering, but the Yellow Jackets mercifully take a lead into the half. You are watching Greene County Tech football here on the Ritter Facebook or YouTube page. I'm Blake Gwynn. I'm here with you. We will break this half down a little bit more, but first, we're going to take a quick break. Again, big thanks to our sponsors, Masingale and Jernigan, Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management. We will be right back here on the Ritter YouTube page.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
At Ritter Communications, we're dedicated to being a caring community partner. We invest in the communities we serve by supporting local nonprofits, academic programs, local athletics, and events that bring us together. We create the connections that strengthen our communities. Ritter Communications, right by you.
In Jonesboro, we always watch out for each other.
We grab an extra can for the food drive.
We find the spare change at the stoplight to help make wishes come true.
We do the little things.
We put on a brave face on our toughest days.
And help each other.
No one makes us wear these.
It's who we are.
Now let's do this.
And use your hand sanitizer.
Be sure to wash your hands.
And make sure you wipe down surfaces.
And do this.
Practice physical distancing.
Because it's who we are.
We've always protected each other and meant it.
It's who we are. It's who I am.
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 I mask up.
I mask up. I mask up. I mean it.
I mask up.
I mean it.
I mask up. I mean it.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
And welcome back to Yellowjacket Stadium here in Wynne. I'm Blake Gwynn bringing you Greene County Tech football presented by Masingale and Jernigan, Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management Group as well. The 3-1 Eagles are taking on the 4-0 Wynne Yellowjackets. Currently the score is 7-0, and we are in the break about 10 minutes away from bringing you the second half of football in this one. And just wanted to give you a quick recap of what happened in the first half. And if I was going to summarize it, I would tell you about the penalties. Wynne's only touchdown came on a pass from Martavius Ross to Devin Holmes, and it led to a then extra point, which made it 7-0. The rest of the half was consumed by offensive penalties by both teams, including some on defense. At one point, we had over 70 yards in penalties in 47 seconds, one of which included the ejection of Caleb Freeman for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and then a subsequent 15-yard penalty on the reaction from the Golden Eagles bench. But both offenses extremely plagued by penalties in this first half. There's just no way to sugarcoat it, folks. It was really not a pretty half of football. Defensively, both teams holding up well. That is a bright spot that we can talk about here. Of course, the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles defense has been good. They've given up no more than a touchdown in their previous two games. Of course, in their one loss of the season to Bologna, they gave up more than that, but then shut out Westside in week one. They only gave up one touchdown in the first half, obviously, against the Yellowjackets here tonight. And, of course, the Yellowjackets blanking the Golden Eagles so far. Both defenses performing well in previous games and performing well tonight. But make no mistake about it, that penalty-laden offense on both sides has played an extreme part in this game so far. So look for head coach Van Pascal and head coach Nathan Morgan to make big-time adjustments in this one before we see these two teams come out. One good thing about it, we have a ball game here in Wynne. The Golden Eagles are in good position, off to their best start since 2009, looking for their first playoff appearance since 2010. They are off to a good start in this season. Not a great start to this game, but are in position to take home a potential victory tonight. Of course, the Yellowjackets do hold this 7-0 lead. Again, you're watching Greene County Tech football here on the Ritter Communications YouTube page. We're so glad you joined us. Want to send a big thank you again for making this possible. Masingale and Jernigan and Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, for making this possible here tonight. We will be right back with you here. We got about 10 minutes before the start of the second half. We'll come in right before that, so give us about a 5-minute break, and then we will get ready for the start of the second half. Hopefully, a much cleaner second half. We'll be right back here on Ritter Communications.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
At Ritter Communications, we're dedicated to being a caring community partner. We invest in the communities we serve by supporting local nonprofits, academic programs, local athletics, and events that bring us together. We create the connections that strengthen our communities. Ritter Communications, right by you.
In Jonesboro, we always watch out for each other.
We grab an extra can for the food drive.
We find the spare change at the stoplight to help make wishes come true.
We do the little things.
We put on a brave face on our toughest days.
And help each other.
No one makes us wear these.
It's who we are.
Now let's do this.
And use your hand sanitizer.
Be sure to wash your hands.
And make sure you wipe down surfaces.
And do this.
Practice physical distancing.
Because it's who we are.
We've always protected each other and meant it. It's who we are.
It's who I am.
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 I mask up.
I mask up. I mask up. I mean it.
I mask up.
I mean it.
I mask up. I mean it.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
My name is Raynessa Chandler. I am currently the manager of technical support for Ritter Communications. Ritter is like family in more ways than one. My aunt retired after 33 and a half years here, and currently I have two cousins that work at Ritter. We have a variety of talented individuals. They motivate us and encourage us to do the right thing. We're grateful for the opportunity to work at a place such as Ritter and to be able to help others, because that's what it's all about, serving others.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
And welcome back to Yellowjacket Stadium here in Wynne, Arkansas. I'm Blake Gwynn here with you on the Ritter Communications YouTube page. It is great to have you with us. Before we do anything, we'd like to thank our reason for having Greene County Tech football here on our Ritter Communications live stream. First of all, to Masingale and Jernigan, and also Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC. So much big thank you to them for allowing us to do this. Certainly a big treat for me as a Greene County Tech alum. Greene County Tech off to their best start since 2009, which coincidentally was really the final season I called games here at Greene County Tech. So kind of a nostalgic night for me as well. Let's talk about that first half just a little bit while we're here. We're going to turn the page from that. Like, that's going to be our goal for the second half, is to turn the page for both teams on what was a penalty laden half for mostly on offense, but in the end of the day, just a very defensive laden half. Double-digit penalties, over 70 yards in penalties coming at one point in 47 seconds of clock time. Yellowjackets ended up with a 7-0 lead after, out of all things, if this night wasn't strange enough, they score on a passing play, which is something. They threw 3 passes in that half, one of which was a touchdown pass from Arterius Ross to Devin Holmes, which led to a score. But a ton of penalty yardages. it's been pretty fair on both sides. Really, both sides, it's about equal when you look at penalties and yardage given up. And it seems like both sidelines, I'm trying to give you a fair picture here without painting an overtly negative image. It seems like both sides really, though, having trouble with the officiating crew. There's been a lot of talk between the two coaches and a lot of talk between the head official and some of the players. At one point, the head official sent a player over to the sidelines. Head coach Van Pascal took offense to it. There's been a lot of that. So I just want to set that stage that before I become inherently negative to say that maybe all these penalties are, and certainly the responsibility of the teams, there may be some difficulties there with this officiating crew and lack of communication between them and the coaching staff as well. Obviously, a sideline penalty after head coach Nathan Morgan was arguing the ejection of Caleb Freeman. So that is all of the background that we've had so far. We're probably going to have a little bit more time left on the clock to start this back up. Yeah, it looks like they're going to give us about 3 more minutes. So Wynne is up 7-0. Greene County Tech will have the football to receive. So we will be right back. Take a quick break and get this thing started on the other side of the bend here on the Ritter Communications live stream YouTube.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
At Ritter Communications, we're dedicated to being a caring community partner. We invest in the communities we serve by supporting local nonprofits, academic programs, local athletics, and events that bring us together. We create the connections that strengthen our communities. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Welcome back to Yellowjacket Stadium here in Wynne, set for the kickoff for the second half. Yellowjackets kicking off to the Eagles, and here we go. Here's hoping to a much less penalty-filled half. Now we're going to have a little reverse here to start this off. It is to Williams. And he is going to get it a little past the 25-yard line, but nice little trickeration there. Billy Aldridge did a little reverse action to David Williams, and that is where the Eagles will start their drive on this opening salvo of the second half. And the reality of it is things just got to go better for both of these teams. They make adjustments. Again, I mentioned there was quite a bit of hostility really from both sidelines with the officiating crews as well. But the Eagles will pick things up. They are at the 29-yard line. Their own 29. Barber's going to pass right out of the gate. Quick pass play over to Rex Jernigan. He's going to step out of bounds, but that gains some decent yards for the first down pass play. So good connection from Barber to Jernigan, and it's going to be 1st down and 5 for the Golden Eagles. Good start there. This is kind of, though, the thing. The Eagles would start off good, and then there'd be a penalty or some sort of mistake that would back them up. So, again, key to the game in this second half is for the Golden Eagles to stay going the right side of the line of scrimmage. Stay ahead of those chains, not behind them. 2 receivers out right, 1 to the left. You've got Harris and Vaughn on the right, but it's a keeper from Barber. Maybe 1, maybe 2 from him, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. He's going to get 1 yard, 3rd down, and about 4.5 for the Golden Eagles. Third down and 4. Several different ways the Eagles could go with this. Of course, Williams will be in the backfield, followed by Barber. 2 wide receivers out right. That is Vaughn and Harris. You got Jernigan, Rex Jernigan, out to the left. Looks Jernigan's way to the left, but Barber decides to keep it. Looked pre-designed, and we may have a hold. And we did not make it 1 minute into this second half without a flag. That is, in fact, a holding on Greene County Tech. That will back them up 10 yards. It's going to be declined. So they would rather take the 4th and short situation, and Greene County Tech will punt. So little strategy being played there sideline to sideline. So Greene County Tech will punt the football away. It'll be Matt Wells back on to punt. Jaden Potter to receive for the Yellowjackets, and so it's a 3 and out, at least so far, for the Golden Eagles. I've learned not to mark anything down on my score sheet here because we just don't know, but it is going to be a good punt from Wells. Good Eagles bounce. Still rolling, swarmed by the Eagles, and down to the 21.5-yard line. So good punt there from Matt Wells, and that is where Wynne will take over, but it's a 3 and out for the Golden Eagles offense. Wynne looking to go up by 2 scores. Getting an update from Blytheville where Westside is playing over on the Tubetown Facebook or YouTube page. It's 21-14 at the half. Blytheville does have that lead. Of course, Westside with a tough opponent there. Blytheville coming down to the 3-4A and playing them, but hanging with them. So Westside very much in that game. Of course, my pal Andy Manus got that game over there on the Tubetown YouTube page. So here we go. First play from scrimmage from the Yellowjackets, and it is a scrum. Few yards gained there for the Yellowjackets as they started their drive from the 21-yard line. Yellowjackets really sputtering on offense, too. They do have the lead 7-0, but certainly I think both of these offenses would tell you they are not happy about where things are at so far. Yellowjackets under center as always. Washington goes right. They hand it to Cameron Speed. Speed goes up the middle, and he is tackled relatively quickly. It will be a 3rd down situation for the Yellowjackets as the Eagles pounce on it, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. And, boy, they gave him a good spot right there. 3rd down and 1. 5-yard gain. I see no earthly way how, but nonetheless, it's 3rd down and 1 for the Yellowjackets. A lot of ways they can come at you right here. Look for Cameron Speed coming out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do. Right up the middle to Cameron Speed. He picks up the 1st down, no problem whatsoever, and that's a 1st down for the Yellowjackets, the first down of this half by either offense. And I tell you what, we can, so we got a live look in. So we're welcoming some of the folks in from our West Side game as well. So they're joining us over from that Tubetown live YouTube page. So welcome in, guys. If you're just joining us, here's what you've missed. A ton of penalties, one of which was 70-plus yards in 47 seconds. It is 7-0 Wynne Yellowjackets. It's good to have you guys, and hope my pal Andy Manus is having a good time over there. I miss him. We're kind of the dynamic duo over there on those West Side games, and we're a long way from each other tonight. So I miss you, buddy. We'll be together again soon. I'll send him a card. 2nd down and 9 for the Yellowjackets as they progress forward. Eagles defense so far really holding their own. And make no mistake about it, this is such a tough offense to defend against with all of the motion. The one thing that they do deal with a little bit, and we do have a timeout, looks like maybe a shoe tying situation here from Burke McBride. Yeah, his shoe is tied. He's ready to go. But you don't get a lot of those athletic guys out in space very much. And the Eagles seem to be doing a good job. And lo and behold, guess what? We have a flag. And if you're just joining us, there may be a lot of innuendos to flags and things like that that happened in the first half, but we had double-digit flags in the first half. It was so many at one point I just lost count. And it literally is been just tough to watch at times on these penalties. But it is 2nd down and 12 for the Yellowjackets. I mean, these offenses, they can't get anything going because they're constantly getting into 2nd, 3rd, and 4th and long situations. And really we've not seen anybody get in the other team's red zone yet, with the exception of the Wynne touchdown, which happened from 25 yards out. Cameron Speed gets the carry. He does get past the original line of scrimmage and down to about the 36, right about the 35-yard line, actually. So another 3rd and relatively long, 3rd down and 9 for the Delta Swarm. Ross back under center. Look for Washington to motion from the left. It's that way on most plays. This time it's Potter to the right. It's going to be a pass. He steps up and delivers, but well overthrown. Brings up 4th down for the Delta Swarm, and the Golden Eagles are going to get it back on a punt. And that's what they'll do to you. They kind of sell you on the run and drop back and will throw the pass. And, folks, Martirius Ross can pass the football. He has an arm, and they don't use it a ton. But it's well-timed, and oftentimes it works. But so far, the coverage in the secondary has been really good for the Eagles. So Shad Vaughn back to receive. Wynne will punt from their own 35. Good punt is away from Brandon Goodwin. It is picked up by Vaughn, and he's got room to run. Bounces out, misses a couple of tackles. What a return by Shad Vaughn. What a return by Shad Vaughn, as he just dodges so many different tackles. And let's take a look at our instant replay here. Several times this run could have been over. It was not. So athletic, such a good run, even just a good pickup there on that punt. And he gives the Eagles their best field position to start the drive of the night. They will start the drive on the 36-yard line of the Wynne Yellowjackets. This is where you need to strike if you are Greene County Tech. Down 7-0, 7:38 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Trips to the right for the Golden Eagles. Barber to Duncan. Duncan with a great run, and there may be a fumble on that play, and it is recovered by the Yellowjackets. And if that is just not the summary of the night, everything going right to start that drive for the Golden Eagles, and it's turned over. If it's not a flag, Eagles actually have turned the ball over twice. 2 interceptions, both were negated by penalties. That was in the first half. This one stands, though. So the Yellowjackets pick up the ball on the 29-yard line. Big run right up the gut. And if you don't think that's not a momentum swing for the Jackets, as Cameron Speed picks up about 8 yards. Those are things in the second half that'll bite you. Eagles with the best field position to start a drive of the night, and it's a turnover. Now, if you're Wynne, you got to capitalize here. You want that 2-score lead. It'd be big late in this second half, especially the way these two defenses have stifled these offenses. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Wynne trying to expand their 7-0 lead. A little bit of a botched play there. Potter went in motion. Now he's back to his original position. Now there's motion left, and it's fumbled, but it's picked right back up. But they're going to say he was down, picked it up with his knee down. But that was a little bit of a botched error. And again, these offenses, guys, just discombobulated tonight. And some of that's from some of the penalties and different things that have gone on. But this is just not something you see out of these two teams very often. Two very well-oiled offenses, two great head coaches that have their teams ready to play. But tonight, a lot of mistakes and penalties as we see that there from the Yellowjackets. 3rd and 5, hand it off to Cameron Speed, bust up the middle, and he is close to the first down marker. Going to be just short, I believe. So it's going to be 4th down and extremely short. Decision time for the Yellowjackets. You got to think they want to go for it here. As it's 6:18 left here in this third quarter. 4th down and short. This is a bread and butter situation for the Yellowjackets. Look for, again, Cameron Speed, possibly the keeper. Yeah, that was sold as a keeper. He was inching forward even before the snap started. He gets well past that first down marker, and that's going to be a new set of downs for the Yellowjackets as they march forward here, approaching midfield. Another 1st and 10. We'll see what we see coming out. Eagles have to be mindful of the pass play here as it's come out and hurt them a couple of times. Cameron Speed gets the ball. We got another flag. Could be a hold where that was placed. We shall see. Be a 2nd down situation if not for the Jackets. And we'll await the call from our head official. Holding on the Yellowjackets. So 10 yards back we go. Should be 1st down and 20. We'll replay it. And guess what? We're behind the line of scrimmage again. Now, you can just say the same thing for both of these offenses. It just has been that kind of night. And again, I've mentioned, I don't know if we're seeing just the way this crew is calling things tonight, or it's probably a combination of both. Potter gets the pitch out to the right side, and he's got room. He goes out to the right side towards the sideline, and he is tackled, and that is a huge gain for Jaden Potter as he moves the chains plus some and takes the Yellowjackets into the Greene County Tech side of the field. That is something we have not seen much of tonight. Big-time plays, explosive plays. We know both teams are capable of it, but we have yet to see that tonight. So a new set of downs. Jackets hurrying things up a little bit here. 5:24 left in the third quarter. Motion to the right. Cameron Speed gets the call, and he gets down to, let's see here, a couple of yards on that play, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Here we go for 2nd down, 7 for the Jackets. Pitch out left to Washington. Washington has room. He may score on this. That's 6 for the Delta Swarm. Back-to-back explosive plays. And, folks, there's not any flags. Kind of kept waiting for it there, but there were none. Off go the fireworks here at Yellowjacket Stadium. We'll try the extra point. On to attempt it is Braden Maddox for the Yellowjackets, and the Jackets have gone up 2 scores. Through the uprights, it's a 2-score lead for the Jackets, 14-0 with 2 big plays. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Ritter Communications YouTube.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
14-0, the Yellowjackets take the lead on the Carl Washington touchdown. 69-yard touchdown drive for the Yellowjackets on that, and they finally punched into the end zone. During the break, the officials did get the flag in anyway. There was a personal foul, an unnecessary roughness called on the Jackets, and we marched that thing off. So it will be a deep kickoff from their own 25-yard line. So the Eagles looking at good field position here. And you know the Eagles would like a quick score. But again, two explosive plays cap it off to make it 14-0 on the Carl Washington touchdown for the Delta Swarm. So Eagles looking for a quick touchdown. They're down 14-0 with 4:42 left to play in the third quarter. Still a ton of football left to be played, but still a ton of penalties so far in this second half. Here we go. Interesting formation here for the Jackets to kick off here. Maddox with a kick, high kick. It is picked up by Aldridge. Aldridge still moving, but they call forward progress down, and that's where the Eagles will begin their drive. Well, you'd love to see the Eagles make some connections here just a little bit, get something going. You know, the drive seemed to start off well, and then they sputter out, and last one ended in a turnover. There was a fumble, which then was turned into a touchdown by the Yellow Jacket offense. So the Eagles start this drive down 14-0. The drive will be started from the 43-yard line. The Eagles own 43. Trips out to the right. Looks like Jernigan, Harris, and Vaughn. The throw goes left to Rex Jernigan. Jernigan with a nice catch, nice little hit forward. And he picks up quite a few yards on that. We've seen a few catches from Rex Jernigan tonight. Those same kind of pitch and catches, very well received, turning up, getting a few yards after the catch. Second down and 2 for the Golden Eagles. As the clock continues to move, it is 4:28 left to play in this third quarter. Another trips to the right. Duncan, Harris, and Vaughn. Jernigan to the left. Williams in the backfield. Barber keeps it. Left side hit immediately before the line. And that he's going to gain maybe a little bit back to the original line. Third down and short coming for the Golden Eagles. Lots of ways the Golden Eagles can come. You know, they've kind of gotten away from leaning on Williams a little bit in the second half. Of course, not a ton of offensive time for the Golden Eagles. Trips to the right this time. We're getting a look at Nate Kreider out there. But Barber keeps it, hit once, breaks it. And he may have the first down, and if he did, that's spectacular. That is a spectacular effort from that young man as Christian Barber was hit in the backfield, shakes the tackle. And, man, he is close, but I feel like he ought to have it. We may have a measurement here. Boy, the Eagles would like this a lot. Still a great effort, though, by Christian Barber to not take a loss there. First down. Eagles fans sporting a few little cowbells tonight. They give us an old clanger for the first down. And the Eagles move the chains, looking for their first score of the night. 3 minutes, 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Vaughn and Kreider to the right, Jernigan and Duncan to the left. Goes to Jernigan, left side on the screen pass. He's going to pick up 5, 6, 7 on that play. So another great pitch and catch from Barber to Jernigan. You know, we talked about coming in, put a lot of attention on Shad Vaughn over there. Vaughn's been targeted a few times tonight, so far been held to no catches, but Jernigan having all the offensive catches so far. A couple from Storm Harris as well on that side of the football. 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles coming your way. Trips to the right. Goes to Williams. Williams hit immediately. But another 3rd down and short. Again, pretty good arsenal of weapons the Golden Eagles can use here. 2:54 left to play here in the 3rd. Eagles trying to cut this lead in half and get on the board, break the maiden for the first time tonight. Eagles get their call in from the sideline. Check the play charts on the wrist, and they're ready to go. It's 3rd down and 2. Wynne's defense makes an adjustment. It goes to Williams. Williams trying to find a gap, and he does. Oh, and the football's on the ground. The football is on the ground, but I think Williams got it back, and subsequently will have the 1st down, and the Eagles catch a break. And boy, you did not want to fumble that football right there. That could have given every bit of momentum there to the Yellow Jackets. It is 1st down and 10. Good effort there by the offensive line of the Eagles to open him up a gap. He gets a good push, gets behind his lineman, gets that 1st down. We're on the 36-yard line for the Golden Eagles. Trips coming out to the right. Williams in the backfield. Adjustments made on the line for the Jackets, and Barber's going to throw. Slings it out, checks down to Williams. Williams finding a corner. He's got plenty of yards so far, and he's going to get about half of what he needs for that 1st down, and that will be a 2nd down coming your way. 2nd down and 6 for the Golden Eagles. Little sidearm sling from Christian Barber. Don't necessarily want to call it a check down, but it looked like a nice little pass play. Just get Williams some space and let him run, and it was effective. So your 2nd down play coming your way. 2 receivers on the short side, 1 on the left. Williams goes out to wide out on the left. He's accompanied by Rex Jernigan over there. Fakes the pass, goes up the middle. Great play call there. Good hole opened up by the line. Good play fake, and it had the defense fooled, and they're going to pick up 3 yards, so another 3rd and relatively short coming your way. 3rd down and 4 from the 30 for the Golden Eagles. And so far, you get cautiously optimistic when anybody's marching down the field in this game because of the way things have gone in the past. But so far, the Golden Eagles putting together a good drive. 1 minute left in this 3rd quarter. Trips now out to the left. Good team of wide receivers out there for the Eagles. And, of course, Duncan in the backfield. They're going to give it to Duncan. Duncan gets a couple of yards, but it's not going to be enough. He gains 2 yards there on that play. It's going to be 4th down and 2 for the Golden Eagles, and they are in 4-down territory. So we'll see what they draw up here. Approaching the end of the 3rd, 30 seconds left. The Golden Eagles are probably going to get off one more play for the end of the quarter. The Eagles faithful get fired up. Here we go, 4th and 2. And a pass play on 4th down goes to Shad Vaughn. Vaughn's first catch of the night, as they've had the Eagles' leading receiver to his first catch of the night. 1st down and 10 for them, and man, a pass play on 4th and short for all the marbles there, and they pick it up. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. 16 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter, and they are marching right now. Duncan in the backfield with Barber. Trips to the left. Williams is one of them. Deep pass play. Vaughn going up. It's a toss-up, and a great defensive play there. That's tipped away by number 22, Demetrius Maxwell, and he has had a great night in that secondary, and that looked like a toss-up catch, one of those that Vaughn typically wins, but it was batted down by the defense as the Eagles were going broke for it on 1st down. 2nd down and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Williams back in the backfield, trips to the left. You got Storm Harris alone on the right. Adjustments made by the Warriors defense. It goes to Williams. Williams bounces past a defensive lineman, and he gains about 5 yards on that play, and that is going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 14-0 Yellow Jackets, but the Eagles are driving. They are officially in the red zone. We will be right back. You are watching Golden Eagles football on Ritter Communications. Golden Eagles needing a score, but in position to get one. They're down 14-0. We are starting the fourth quarter. I'm Blake Gwynn here on the Ritter Communications YouTube page, live from Wynne, Arkansas, here at Yellowjackets Stadium. Big thanks to our sponsors tonight, Masingale and Jernigan and Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management. Thank you so much to making this broadcast possible. The Eagles down 14-0, but they are on their the Wynne Yellowjacket 20 and driving. Opened up the playbook a little bit here. Still time left in this game as we start the fourth quarter, but there's no question about it. You really, really, really need a score if you're the Golden Eagles. It's going to be third down and about 5 for the Golden Eagles as they come back out. A lot of weapons, though, in the red zone the Eagles can throw at you. They can pass. They can run. You've got David Williams. You've got Duncan. You've got Vaughn. You've got Jernigan. You've got Harris. Williams will line up as a receiver out to the left. He's accompanied by Rex Jernigan and Storm Harris. Shad Vaughn is alone in the right, and Duncan is in the backfield with Barber. Barber hands it off to Duncan. Duncan with a little room to run, pushes it up the middle, and he's going to gain a few yards before forward progress is called stopped. I'm not necessarily in agreement with where the forward progress was stopped there, but nonetheless, that is where the call has been made, and it's going to be fourth down and 4-ish, 4.5 for the Golden Eagles. Big fourth down play here. We saw the Eagles go to the air on fourth down for Vaughn's first connection of the night. Barber and Williams to the backfield, trips to the left. Vaughn, Duncan, and Jernigan to the left. Harris on the right. It's a pass play. Barber rolls out, passes, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs for the Eagles. Pass looked like it was intended for Duncan. It was broken up by Braden Maddox in that secondary. Correction, Javion Wilson in the secondary for the Yellowjackets, and that is a big, big stop for the Yellowjackets defenses. They're up 14-0. 14-0 lead for the Yellowjackets. It's a turnover on downs for the Eagles. And now the Jackets will get to drive, looking to go up 3 scores. Handoff up the middle. Stopped relatively quickly by the Jackets. Bring up second down for Wynne, second down and 5. Drive starting on the 20 for the Jackets. Again, they're up 14-0 here in the fourth quarter. Eagles defense would love a 3-and-out right here, particularly in Jacket territory. And there's a timeout taken. Got an injured player on the field. We're going to take a quick break with them while it looks like they're tending to a cramp for the Golden Eagles. You're watching Golden Eagle football here on the Ritter Communications YouTube.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.
At Ritter Communications, we're dedicated to being a caring community partner. We invest in the communities we serve by supporting local nonprofits, academic programs, local athletics, and events that bring us together. We create the connections that strengthen our communities. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Eagles coming back on the field after an injury there. Wynne, 2nd and 5. Eagles need a stop here in the fourth quarter, down 2 scores. Pitch out to the right-hand side. That's Potter. Potter's got room to run, and he is tackled, and there's going to be a flag. It's either a face mask or a horse collar. It looked like he had him around the neck, and that's probably going to be a personal foul there on Storm Harris. Oh, there's a flag called on That's good. I really was wondering whether they were going to call that a face mask or a horse collar. I knew Harris had him around the neck, but it wasn't necessarily either of those, so they called the holding on Wynne. So that's good news for the Eagles. That backs the Yellowjackets up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which ought to put them really in right about 2nd and 15 range, if my math is correct, from where about that foul was at. That's my math wasn't correct, wrong as it tends to be. It's second down from the original line of scrimmage now, which is at the 20-yard line. Handoff up the middle. No, it's a pitch out left side to Washington. He's got room to run, and he may be gone. Up the sideline, folks, he's going to take it 80 yards to the house. That is a touchdown Delta Swarm, and it's a 3-score lead. No flags on the play. It'll be 20-0 Yellowjackets. Washington's second touchdown of the night. This one 80 yards to the rack. And he introduces the Eagles' backs firmly to the wall as he takes that one to the house. Maddox on to attempt the extra point. And it is right down central. 21-0. The Swarm take the lead. The Eagles now have their backs squarely against the wall as they are down now 21-0. Of course, the Golden Eagles here have to have a score on this drive, really, is the situation that they're in. Fourth quarter down 21-0, 10 minutes, 33 seconds left on the clock as Carl Washington has come alive. We did not see any big plays by anybody in the first half, but Carl Washington has just exploded. Operating out of that option, he gets a great pitch from Martarius Ross and takes it 80 yards. Crazier things have happened if you're the Golden Eagles, but you do need a quick score. Greene County Tech, of course, coming in this game 3-1, 1-0 in conference. Best start since 2009. Just a strange game here in Wynne tonight. Yellowjackets would say the same thing, but they have come alive here in this second half. Maddox with a spiraling sideways kick. Williams traps it, hands it to Aldridge. Aldridge with a little room to run. He gets to about the 30. And that is where the Eagles will pick up. Flags coming in everywhere. Going to be an unsportsmanlike on somebody. We're just not sure who. It was near that Yellowjacket sideline. 15 yards would go a long way towards getting this drive started for the Eagles. We'll see what we got. Marching at 15 yards for the Golden Eagles as the unsportsmanlike was called on the Delta Swarm. That's going to put them in very, very good field position on the 45. It's their own 45, but nearing midfield to start this drive as they have first down, new set of downs after that kickoff. But they are down 21-0, 10 minutes of football left to be played, 10:25 to be exact. Eagles looking for a quick score, a little sign of life here. If at anything, avoid getting blanked in this one. Barber to pass, decides to keep it, pitches, and he was pretty close to the line of scrimmage, but no flags. Pass was incomplete as it was. It will bring up second down and 10. And I'll tell you, Barber was really close to the line of scrimmage that time. There is a discussion going on between the head official and the line judge, and I thought he was past the line of scrimmage. You may get away with one right there. That was really, really close. He may get flagged on that, yeah. So, yeah, they're gonna call no penalty on that play. So, Eagles get away with one there. It's 2nd down and 10. A couple of wide receivers on each side. Vaughn in the slot on the right. Williams in the backfield. Barber to pass. Gives it to Williams. Williams breaks one tackle. Misses another. Past the 50 and out of bounds he goes at about the 43-yard line. And a late hit on the Jackets. And we're picking up 15 more yards. Flags everywhere on that one. But that absolutely should be on the Jackets. And I can hear some stomping here on the press box, which I'm assuming is coming from very frustrated coaching staff here from the Jackets, as that absolutely made no sense at all on behalf of the Jackets. That'll be 15 more yards, and the Eagles are marching down the field, and all the Jackets have to do is hold the Eagles here, really just stop them. And so far, that is 2 unsportsmanlike, which is going to end up in 30 total yards for the Golden Eagles on this drive. Late hit for the Jackets. Eagles are driving thanks to a couple of penalties. And again, we could hear over here in the press box, we're in the frustrated coaching staff of the Jackets stomping their feet. That is just so frustrating, just giving 15 yards like that, clearly out of bounds. Eagles are going to pass again. Barber, dialing number. Vaughn is wide open, and he goes down. The pass was short just a little bit, and Vaughn cannot bring it in. He was wide open. Watch this. There is nobody near Shad Vaughn, but his momentum's taking him away from the pass. Almost gets it anyway. That was really close to being 6, and I thought that was one of those. We've seen that so many times this year by the Eagles. Barber to Vaughn just doesn't connect. We're on 2nd down here. Second down at 10. Barber to throw. One pump fake over the top. That's going to be intercepted. Intercepted right there by Maxwell, and he's going to take it out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and Barber was in trouble. Barber was in trouble, threw it up, trying to get rid of it, and it is intercepted by Demetrius Maxwell. Demetrius Maxwell has had a tremendous night in the secondary for the Yellowjackets, and that is a toughie for the Golden Eagles and may do it for the Yellowjackets. David Williams was not happy about something that happened there, and coaching staff kind of pulling him back in, and we could hear from our booth here the Yellowjackets telling over the headset, "Hey, listen, get our guys back on our side of the field here. We got to stay off of these sidelines." But the Yellowjackets get the football back up 21-0. We got 9:50 left to play after the interception. The Eagles were driving, but it was due in large part to 30 yards and penalties by the Yellowjackets on defense. Now they will take back over from around the 30. And once again, we've got some elaborate discussion here from the officiating crew. We'll see what comes out of this. It looks like an announcement coming from the head official. So, as if we haven't had enough in this game, there was an inadvertent whistle. And I thought I actually heard a whistle during the return of that, but the return took it out of bounds. The inadvertent whistle is where the ball is dead. So that will be on about the 5-yard line, it looks like. Maybe a little better than that, maybe the 8. So it's the 8-yard line is where the Jackets will take it. That is still extremely detrimental to the Eagles, but still a break. That's a new set of downs for the Yellowjackets, up 21-0, under 10 minutes left to play here in this game. just a disastrous second half for the Golden Eagles. And Wynne's offense come alive. Here's the first play from the line from them. Good defense there by the Eagles. And guess what? Flag on the plate. We will see what that is. It is a holding against the Yellowjackets. That one will be probably a half the distance to the goal penalty. So we're backing up even more. Greene County Tech got the Yellowjackets pinned in their own territory, down 21-0 here in the fourth quarter. 9:45 left to play. Third quarter was a quick one. We had a quick third quarter. Not a lot of penalties, but we have returned to the ways of this game here in the fourth quarter. Under center again is Ross. Ross hands it, keeps it himself. Bouncing off a few guys, and he is still going there, dragging 4 Eagles along with him, and he's going to pick up the first down. So a new set of downs coming for the Yellowjackets. First down and 10 from the 20 now for the Jackets. Run up the left-hand side, and that is going to pick up the first down for the Jackets as well. 2 back-to-back first downs for the Jackets, and they are marching down the field as well. Just things starting to click for them offensively. They just really could get nothing going really in the most of the third quarter, especially the first half, but now that offense starting to pick up steam, starting to get a little oil, running much, much smoother. Ross goes under center again. Hands off left side to Cameron Speed. He gains about 3 yards. It'll bring up second down and about 7, and it looks like 6 for the Jackets. Jackets looking to burn the clock down. Safe lead here for them. That interception defensively really put them in a great spot in this game. Handoff left side. It's a keeper. Ross still has it. And he crosses to about the 45, goes out of bounds, and that's another 3 first downs in a row, back to back to back for the Yellowjackets, and they are just moving right now. Such a close game, 7-0 in this game ever since the first quarter. Wynne tacks on 2 touchdowns here in the second half. Hand off to Speed, taken down. Good defensive play there by the Golden Eagles right at the line of scrimmage. Tackles made by Zion Brown. He's a sophomore for the Golden Eagles. Good move there on the line by the sophomore. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Jackets. Clock continues to move. 8 minutes as we cross that mark now. Wynne just trying to burn the rest of that clock out. Like Ross keeps it there. Going to gain about 5 yards before he is tackled. Third down and 5. Eagles would love to get the ball back here at least once, maybe make a run at that end zone. You just don't want to get shut out here. You know, the victory is really out of the grasp at this point, but anything you can do to avoid the shutout here. Really just a strange game. It's one of those, there's a lot to talk about. It's most of it revolving around penalties. A lot of turnovers for the Eagles tonight, too, some of which have negated. And Washington has a burst of speed and is gone. He takes it 40 yards to the house, and that is his third touchdown of the night. What a game that guy is having. 40 yards for Carl Washington as he gets a burst of speed along the sideline. He makes it 27-0 win. Braden Maddox will come on to attempt the extra point. What a night for Carl Washington. That's a foiled play, and that will go for nothing. So it will stay 27-0 as Tom Owens just has to put it down. It is 27-0. Wynne Yellowjackets have the lead. We will be right back here on Ritter Communications. You're watching Eagles football. Opening kickoff goes to Aldridge for the Golden Eagles as they take over after another Carl Washington touchdown. That one 40 yards to the house. What ends up being a grand total of a 92-yard drive for the Yellow Jackets. The Eagles down 27-0 right now here in the fourth quarter, just trying to break that shutout. 6:53 left to play here in the fourth. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Golden Eagle football here on Ritter Communications, here live on Facebook. Some of you may be joining both games tonight between the Two-Town U2 Facebook page. West Side, Barber throws, and that throw is completed to Nate Kreider. Kreider, a senior, gains about 6 yards for the Golden Eagles. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Good connection there from Barber to Kreider. Second short, actually, they give him a lot of credit on those yards. So it's only 2nd and 1 now. Barber dropping back to pass. Hits Kreider again. Kreider looks like he's going to be just short of that first down marker. Again, if you're the Eagles, the victory out of reach here, but would love to break that 0 on the scoreboard and head back to Greene County with a touchdown on the board. This score will look lopsided, but for the most part was a close game really throughout. Williams goes out left side. Barber keeps it, busted up the gut. He's got the first down at least. And so that'll get a new set of downs for the Golden Eagles. Clock will stop for the adjustment of the chains. 5:48 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And if you're just joining us, a penalty-laden game, a game that has been pretty slow in speed and everything, but Wynne has come alive here in the second half to lead this thing 27-0. Barber to pass again, no drop, throws it, and Kreider was down on the ground before the pass even arrived. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Looking ahead for Greene County Tech, they are back at Eagle Stadium next week against Brooklyn. That should be a really good game, close proximity rivalry. The football stadium's a little further away, but those two schools actually, now that the high school's moved out to 49, not very far away from each other. Barber dropping back to pass. It's a good-looking pass, but the Maybe a miscommunication on the route. Looked like it was intended for Shad Vaughn. It is incomplete, 3rd down and 10. 5:39 remaining on the clock. Eagles going to pretty much an all-air game here, trying to get something going offensively. The Wynne defense, let's not forget about them. I don't want to give them any lack of credit tonight, has played very, very well. In particularly Demetrius Maxwell, which defensively has got to be your player of the game. Had an interception, actually had a couple, but one of them was called back early in the game. And Barber to pass again, 3-step drop, little pressure, steps forward. Now he's just going to have to take it and go down. Barber is sacked. That brings up 4th down. Kendall Coleman with the sack there for the Yellow Jackets. Eagles in 4-down territory here. Clock is running, 5:15 left to play in the ballgame. Trips to the left. You can imagine the Eagles are going to go for it here. Of course, the Jackets know that. Barber to pass, drops back, time to throw, steps up in the pocket, looking still for room, gets rid of it over the top, had a guy open, but the pass is dropped. TJ Duncan did get a little separation, but he just couldn't quite get underneath it as Barber threw under pressure. It's a turnover on downs for the Eagles, and that'll be a new set of downs for the Yellow Jackets. 4:51 left to play here in this football game as the Yellow Jackets get it back up 27-0. Jackets looking to burn out the rest of the clock here as they're up big. Starters are out of the game. Looks like in at quarterback, Luke Tackmeyer is in. Motion to the left, little miscommunication there for the Warriors as it's handed off to Dylan Laird Jr. for the Warriors. That's what happens. These guys not getting a ton of reps on the field, and a little miscommunication. That's tough offense to run, especially when you don't run it live a ton. Second down and 9 coming for the Jackets. Clock is a ticking. 4:15 left to play in this football game. Jackets will move on next week. They play at Valley View to continue their undefeated season. Update from our other game, which is on the Tubetown YouTube page. 43-21, Blytheville leads with 7 minutes left in that game. Blytheville's quarterback with 6 touchdown passes in that game. Blytheville's tough, and they've moved down a conference and the talent level, or they moved down a level in ranking, or I keep struggling to find the word there, but you guys get what I'm picking up. It's been a long night. A lot of penalties, a lot going on. No color guy. I finally just run myself plumb out of air. But no, they've dropped down in rankings, and they've definitely not classification. That's the word I'm looking for. They have dropped down in classification, but they have not dropped down in skill level at all, and giving Westside a tough time tonight. See that Westside offense, though, moving the football against Blytheville. 4th down now for the Jackets. 2:57 left to play. So Jackets just looking to run out the clock here. And they'll be able to do it. Greene County Tech's not going to stop them. That will be a turnover on downs for the Jackets. 2:28 left, and the Greene County Tech will take back over. Looks like on their own 26-yard line. So Greene County Tech gets one more shot at it, another chance for them to see if they can break this. Looks like they still have their starters in. Barber is still in at quarterback at least. Barber to Duncan. Duncan up the right side. He's had a decent night carrying the football. All the focus on David Williams, but T.J. Duncan with a good night overall for Greene County Tech. And that brings it down about 2 yards left for that first down. It's second down. The clock continues to run. 2:08 left to play on a second down for the Golden Eagles, down 27-0 here in the fourth quarter. Going to get the first down there, so that should move the chains. Actually, really, really close. Again, big thank you to our sponsors, Masingale and Jernigan, and also Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management. Making this game possible. We're not here without them here on the Ritter Communications YouTube channel, live here from Yellowjacket Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Just waiting to cross the tee on this one. 1:45 left. Barber delivers a pass, almost intercepted, but actually that time Nate Kreider kind of turned into a defender before it even happened. That ball was squarely in the hands of Alan Jones, and now we've got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty again on the Yellowjackets. That is their 5th unsportsmanlike conduct penalty tonight. Something happened after the play. It must have been something that was said by one of the Yellowjackets. That'll be 15 yards for the Golden Eagles and a new set of downs. So first down coming your way for the Golden Eagles, 1:42 left to play. And an update on what you can see next here for Ritter Communications and Tubetown. The next Tubetown broadcast, that'll be live on the Tubetown pages, will be Westside at Rivercrest next Friday, so you can catch that one. That'll be a good game. Rivercrest is at Westside, so a home game there for them playing Rivercrest. Always tough. Pass is dropped, incomplete. They're going to say it was a forward pass. This brings up second down for the Golden Eagles. Now, we will have one more Greene County Tech football game coming your way, which will be a road game. And that will be the game on the road against Valley View for the Eagles. And that game takes place on October 23rd against Valley View. And that one will be here on the Ritter Communications YouTube page live. So that'll be our next Greene County Tech broadcast, but you can watch Rivercrest at Westside next week on the Tubetown social media pages there. Pass is thrown by Barber, and it is incomplete. Westside's defense all over it, and that'll bring up third down for the Golden Eagles. Third down and 10 for the Golden Eagles. 1:29 left to play in this football game. What a game tonight. And not really sure exactly how I mean that. It's been different. T.J. Duncan gets the handoff for the Golden Eagles. Certainly both of these coaches are going to have to take a look at some of the things that happened tonight. Some of that can be chalked up to, I do actually believe some of this has been a very tightly called game. I'm not going to say incorrectly called, but a very tightly called game by these officials here. A lot of unsportsmanlike penalties, a lot of holding penalties, and just a long, it's been one of those long nights, and really nothing pretty about this one unless you're Carl Washington, who's had a tremendous night. Barber delivers, hits David Williams right in the hands. It caroms off and is incomplete. So that's a turnover on downs for the Golden Eagles, and Wynne will take over to run the rest of this one out with 49 seconds left to play in this game. Just crossing the tee now as the Yellow Jackets come back out on the field. They'll run the rest of the clock out on this one. Don't imagine the Eagles would stop them as the Jackets try to put a bow on a shutout. Second string crew, ball is on the ground, and like the Eagles may have it. What a fitting way here. Why not? Eagles will get a new set of downs. 45 seconds left to play in this game here. They could still break this shutout, actually, technically speaking. How about that? You get an extra life here. Make something of it. I like it. They've still got their first string in here. See what you can do. Put a 7 up on the board. I like it. Take something positive into next week against Brooklyn. Pitch to Williams. Williams left side, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield by Allen Jones. Allen's had a couple of good series there on defense. Yeah, you don't want to get somebody hurt here, especially David Williams. It's so big for you all year long. Eagles do have a solid, they're solid offensively. This is something you can't dwell on too long. Wynne is a really, really good team. They have put down several teams from higher classifications as well. So I know you don't like to lose, but you're joining an elite club there of folks that have gone down to this Yellow Jackets team. Eagles hanging in there. Going to bring up fourth down, and that should do it. So we do now have a final. 27-0. The Yellow Jackets take the victory here tonight on their home turf, on their homecoming night. So a victorious homecoming for the Wynne Yellowjackets. Greene County Tech, of course, falling here on the road. They were searching for their first win against the Yellowjackets since 2009, but the Yellowjackets go on to win by the final of 27-0. Going to give you a quick recap here for you before we do say goodnight. It was 7-0 at halftime. That was thanks to a Ross to Devin Holmes touchdown pass to make it 7-0. In the second half, it was all Carl Washington. Carl Washington with a rushing touchdown to make it 14-0, then an 80-yard touchdown rush to make it 21-0, and then a 40-yard touchdown rush to make it 27-0. So over 100 yards in about 4 minutes of game clock there for Carl Washington. He certainly is the player of the game tonight. Also a lot of shout-outs on the defensive side as well to Demetrius Maxwell, who had an interception, well as several batted down passes. So what's next for everybody? Greene County Tech will face Brooklyn at home next week back at Eagle Stadium. Should be a good game there as the Eagles look to rebound from a tough loss here on the road tonight. Wynne will move on. They continue their perfect record. They're 5-0, and we'll put that on the line next week at Valley View. That one taking place in Jonesboro. So that is where we go next. As far as games here on Tubetown and Ritter Communications, you can tune in to the Tubetown social media pages next week as Rivercrest is at Westside as we continue our coverage of Westside football on Tubetown. Our next Greene County Tech football broadcast on Ritter Communications will be on the 23rd of October, and that is when Greene County Tech travels to Valley View. So that's a bow on this one tonight. Wynne defeats Greene County Tech 27-0. They advance to 5-0, 2-0 in 5A East Conference play, while Greene County Tech falls to 3-2, 1-1 in conference play. I want to thank our sponsors tonight, making this all possible for this trip to Wynne here on Ritter Communications on YouTube. Masingale and Jernigan, as well as Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management Group. We are so thankful for your sponsorship and your support of Greene County Tech Athletics, as well as the administration and the Greene County Tech Touchdown Club. The Eagles lose this one 27-0. I'm Blake Gwynn for Ritter Communications saying so long until next time. Have a good night.
Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is presented by Masingale and Jernigan Accounting, located at 202 Linwood Drive in Paragould, Arkansas. Tonight's coverage of Greene County Tech Eagles football is also presented by Dickinson-Barnum Investment Management, LLC, located at 1024 West Court Street in Paragould, Arkansas.